And getting in a breaking news update, this is a tweet put out by Prime Minister's office, and it says, and I quote, "It is gladdening to note that India has been chosen to host the 2023 International Olympic Committee session. I'm confident this will be a memorable IOC session and will lead to positive outcomes for world sports." That is Prime Minister Narendra Modi putting out that message and using the hashtag Stronger Together, expressing his happiness at the fact that India has been chosen to host the 2023 International Olympic Committee session. So Prime Minister's office putting out that tweet on behalf of Prime Minister, who says he's confident that this will be a memorable IOC session and will lead to positive outcomes for the world of sports. 2023 IOC session will be hosted by India, and the first response coming in from Prime Minister Modi on your television screens, the tweet that has been put out by Prime Minister's office with him expressing confidence that this will be a memorable IOC session and will lead to positive outcomes for world sports. So Prime Minister essentially talking about how the 2023 IOC session is going to be a privilege for India to host to begin with, and expressing confidence at the fact that this is going to, of course, take world sports to a greater height. This will be the second IOC session, remember, in India. The country last hosted an IOC session in 1983. So it goes back to 1983 in the national capital itself. And on Saturday itself, that is today, India won the right to host the 2023 International Olympic Committee session in Mumbai. We're being joined by Narendra Batra, who's the IOA president, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Batra, the Prime Minister's tweeted on this big move and says that he's extremely confident that this is going to take world sports to a greater height. What do you make of today's development, the Prime Minister's tweet coming in?
I think this is our first stepping stone in the direction of now looking for 2030 Youth Olympics and 2036 Olympics in India. This is a time when all the people from the world, all the 206 countries would be here next year in Mumbai in our 75th year of independence. And they would see how the country has developed, evolved over the period of time. It changes their mindset, impression about the country. So I think it's a big moment and big time for all the 650 million youth of India who would be our future prospects for these Games and Olympics.
Thank you, Mr. Batra, for speaking to us. We also are being joined by Anju Bobby George, who's with us on the phone line. Anju, big development, big announcement that has been made today. Now, this particular meeting will take place in India after 40 long years. A big decision has been taken. What's your take?
The India sports president is really happy about that, and because IOC session is coming to India after a very long time, and I guess this is the first stepping stone towards building Olympics in our country. So, and this will be a big, I'm really thankful to the entire team who worked behind this, and I'm sure it will be a big boost for our infrastructure, our sports, and our business, and all together. And the entire world will be here for the session, and they will be watching us. And it's a great thing for our country.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Anju, and for speaking to us here on Republic TV. But yes, we've been picking up a lot of reactions on this big development and the big update that has been coming in. The IOA president also making it very clear that he thanks Mrs. Neeta Ambani for her vision and leadership, and also thank the IOC member colleagues for their support, and how everybody is looking forward to that big meet in Mumbai next year. Ankit is joining us live from the digital desk. Ankit, are we picking up more information? Everyone expressing a lot of happiness over the same. All right, I beg your pardon, it's Kaushik who's joining us live from the digital desk. Over to you, Kaushik. We'll go across to my colleague Kaushik in just All right, being joined by the President of Athletics Federation of India, Mr. Sumariwala, what do you make of this big development? Lot of confidence that has been expressed by the Prime Minister as he puts out a tweet, but after 40 long years, we will be seeing this meeting take place in India.
Yeah, so I think it's a fantastic thing. I was part of the original bid team when the IOC team came to India, to Bombay to see the facilities. We worked very hard. It's a great moment for India. It's in line with the Prime Minister's vision to take India global. This is the first step. This is one of the largest convocations of all countries, all 200 plus countries, the Olympic countries coming together. And Mumbai, my hometown, is going to host it. So I think we are very, very happy. We are absolutely delighted. And I think all the hard work of everyone paid off, and we've got this bid for Mumbai. And it will really do great for sport. It will be a great boost for sport. And that makes us a sporting powerhouse. It makes us, the world recognizes us as now a sporting powerhouse. And it's just time by when India will host the Olympic Games.
Absolutely. And Mr. Sumariwala, now with the Minister of Sports, Anurag Thakur, also expressing how Indian sport has made giant strides in recent years and how you spoke of the Prime Minister's vision, a very interesting point here because, you know, we've seen a lot of developments take place, a lot of initiatives on part of the Indian government as well to make sure that our nation also gets recognized as a sporting nation at large.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think we are moving in that direction. There was great help from the sports department, the Minister of Sports himself, even the previous Minister of Sport, Thakur Saab, who's a good friend of ours and a sportsman himself. And I think we're just moving in the right direction. We are a young country. A very, very large population of our country is below the age of 40. And I think everything is falling into place. So we are here to make giant leaps in the international arena.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Sumariwala, for speaking to us. Well, a big Olympic movement is back to India after a 40-year wait, and the Prime Minister also expressing confidence at the fact that this is indeed a great step, and also thanking the international community for confiding in India, and everyone from the sporting industry now coming out and saying that this is truly a step in the right direction, a significant development for India's Olympic aspirations, and it will certainly herald the start of a new era for Indian sport. We have Devendra Jhajaria, who's an Olympian, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Jhajaria, what do you make of this IOC session, the annual meeting that will take place after 40 long years in Mumbai? What does the plan look like and how are you looking forward to this?
मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं आप?
जी, जी, बोलिए।
हाँ जी, मेरे लिए एक प्लेयर होने के नाते मुझे आज बहुत ही खुशी है कि 2023 का जो IOC की जो मीटिंग है वो मुंबई में होने वाली है, और इसके लिए मैं भारत सरकार को, विशेष तौर पे मिसेज नीता अंबानी को और खेल मंत्री जी को, नरेंद्र बत्रा जी को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूँ, धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। और कहीं न कहीं मुझे आप एक प्राउड स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन होने के नाते कि 2023 में भारत में ये मीटिंग होने वाली है, और इसमें मैं यूँ कहूँ कि एक सपना था हमारा कि भारत में बड़ा आयोजन हो खेल का, ओलंपिक जैसे या पैरालंपिक जैसे खेल का। तो मुझे यहाँ से कहीं न कहीं ओलंपिक पैरालंपिक का रास्ता साफ नजर आ रहा है कि एक दिन हिंदुस्तान में ओलंपिक पैरालंपिक भी होगा।
जी, और आपको क्या लगता है ऐसे बड़े डिसीजंस जो लिए जाते हैं उनसे कैसे बूस्ट मिलता है हमारे स्पोर्टिंग कल्चर को? मोदी साहब बोलते हैं कि एक स्पोर्टिंग देश है हमारा और उसकी तरफ काफ़ी सारे स्टेप्स और इनिशिएटिव्स लिए जा रहे हैं, तो ऐसा एक हिस्टोरिक डिसीजन कैसे हेल्प करता है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिस प्रकार से ओलंपिक पैरालंपिक जो टोक्यो हुए थे उनमें जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने एक मोमेंट दिया स्पोर्ट्स को, स्पोर्ट्स कल्चर डेवलप हुई इंडिया में, घर घर तक स्पोर्ट्स पहुंचाने का जो उनका उद्देश्य है, यही वो स्टेप है जिससे कि आने वाले टाइम में घर घर तक स्पोर्ट्स पहुंचेगा और हिंदुस्तान कहीं न कहीं दुनिया के जो स्पोर्टिंग कंट्री है उनमें सबसे आगे नजर आएगा। ये एक ऐतिहासिक कदम।
Ji. And everyone's saying, Jajaria Saab, that they truly believe in the fact that India is on the verge of creating something very special as far as India's Olympian movement is concerned. Thank you for speaking to us. But yes, we continue getting our viewers several voices as this is indeed a big decision that has come in. And India's first individual Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Bindra along with the IOA chief Narinder Batra were present in this virtual session along with the Ambani family as well when this decision was made in the first place. Mumbai, remember, viewers, has been chosen as the host of the IOC next session in 2023. So the City of Dreams officially announced as the host by the IOC president following a voting session at the IOC session 2022 in Beijing. So getting you more details on the same, and Ankit joining us, I believe, as we're tracking that big development. Next year is when this crucial meet takes place, and it's come after a wait of 40 long years. Ankit.
So, in an historic moment for India, for the first time in 40 years, India is set to host the International Olympic Committee session next year. And this is an historic moment for India, following which the PMO has issued a response, reacted to the same, and has said that it is a gladdening moment to know that India has been chosen to host the International Olympic Committee session for the next year. And the bid was won by India, and the Indian delegation was led by Neeta Ambani, India's first gold medalist, Abhinav Bindra, and Indian Olympic Committee Chairman Narendra Batra. Well, to read out the PMO's message, let me read out the PMO's message to you. It is gladdening to note that India has been chosen to host the 2023 Indian Olympic Committee session. I am confident that this will be a memorable IOC session and it will lead to positive outcomes and for the world sports. This is what the PMO has tweeted after India was chosen to host the IOC session in 2023. India, as for the first time in 40 years, has received this opportunity to host this session. Well, 75 out of 8, back to studio.